Hello friends, in this video I'm going to discuss linear Diophantine equation, an equation of the form ax plus by is equal to c, where a, b, c are given integers and a and b are not both 0, is the linear Diophantine equation in two unknowns x and y. Means any equation of this form ax plus by is equal to c, where a, b and c are given integers such that a and b are not both 0. Then this type of equation is linear Diophantine equation in two unknowns x and y. This is linear Diophantine equation. A solution of this equation is pair of integers x naught and y naught such that ax naught plus by naught is equal to c. Means any pair of integers x naught and y naught is the solution of this equation, linear Diophantine equation, if x naught and y naught satisfies this equation, that is ax naught plus by naught is equal to c. Then this pair of integers x naught and y naught is called the solution of the equation, this linear Diophantine equation. Clear? Next, we have a remark: a given linear Diophantine equation can have a number of solution or no solution at all. Means two conditions arises: it may have a number of solutions, more than one solution, or no solution at all. Or we may have an equation which has no solution. We may have a linear Diophantine equation having no solution at all. Okay, for example, if I consider the linear Diophantine equation 3x plus 6y is equal to 18, then this is a linear Diophantine equation in two unknowns x and y. Since here a is 3, b is 6 and c is 18, and a and b are not both 0, here none of the a and b are 0. Okay, a is 3 here, b is 6 here. Then this is of this form: ax plus by is equal to c. Okay, now if we write 3 into 4 plus 6 into 1, that is 3 4 12, 3 4 is 12 plus 6, that is 18. That means x naught is equal to 4 and y naught is equal to 1 is the solution. Okay, clear? This is one solution. Also, we can write 3 into minus 6 plus 6 into 6. That is minus 18 plus 36. Again, we are getting a solution 18, since here x naught and y naught are integers. Okay, positive or maybe negative. Here x naught is equal to minus 6 and y naught is equal to 6. This is another set of solution. Clear? Also, again if I write 3 into 10 plus 6 into minus 2, that is 30 minus 12, that is 18 here. That means we have another set of solution where x naught is 10 and y naught is equal to minus 2. This is also a solution of this equation. Okay, means this is a solution, again a solution, again a solution, means a linear Diophantine equation can have a number of solutions, more than one solution also. Okay, next if we consider this linear Diophantine equation, if I consider this, if I consider the equation of this form 2x plus 10y is equal to 17. Okay, this is again a linear Diophantine equation. Here a is 2, b is 10 and c is 17, and two unknowns are x and y. Okay, now this equation has no solution, since this left hand side, this is left hand side is 2x plus 10y, multiple of 2 is even, multiple of 10 is even, and sum of two even numbers is even again. Okay, that means left hand side is always even, whatever the values of x and y we take. Okay, but right hand side is 17, which is an odd number. Means for every values of x and y, left hand side is going to be even always. Okay, but right hand side is odd always. That means this equation has no solution. Okay, since left hand side is even always and right hand side is odd, therefore this equation has no solution. Okay, so this particular equation has no solution. Okay, and the last example, last equation we have considered has at least three solutions. Okay, that means linear Diophantine equation can have a number of solution or may have no solution at all. Clear? Now we will see under what condition an equation has a solution. For this we have a theorem, and theorem says that the linear Diophantine equation ax plus by is equal to c has a solution if and only if, means both way round, if and only if D divides C, where D is a GCD of A and B. This is a notation for GCD, okay? D divides C. Condition is that a linear Diophantine equation has a solution if and only if D divides C, where D is the GCD of A and B. This is the necessary and sufficient condition for a linear Diophantine equation to have a solution. Okay, this is the first part of the theorem. And next part, in the next part we have, if x naught y naught is any particular solution of this equation, then all other solutions are given by, if we have a one set of solution x naught y naught, then other solutions are given by x is equal to x naught plus b by d into t, and y is equal to y naught minus a by d into t, where t is any arbitrary integer. Okay, means we are going to prove two parts in this theorem. First is that a linear Diophantine equation has a solution if and only if D divides C. Okay, this is the first part of the solution, necessary and sufficient condition for a linear Diophantine equation to have a solution. And in the next part, we are going to prove if x naught and y naught is any particular solution, then all other solutions are given by this. Clear? Now let us prove this theorem first. In the first part, we are going to prove the equation ax plus by is equal to c has a solution if and only if D divides C, where D is the GCD of A and B. Okay, for in the first part we are going to prove this. Okay, first let equation ax plus by is equal to c has a solution, say x naught and y naught. Then we have ax naught plus by naught is equal to c. Okay, if x naught and y naught is a particular solution or is any solution of the equation ax plus by is equal to c, then we have this also. D is the GCD of A and B. This is given to us. Okay. Therefore, by definition of GCD, greatest common divisor, GCD, we have there are integers. By definition of GCD, there are integers R and S such that A is equal to dr and B is equal to dsa. Okay, by definition, since G is GCD of A and B, we have there are two integers R and S such that A is equal to dr and B is equal to ds by definition. Okay, now substituting values of A and B from here in this equation. Okay, therefore substituting values of A and B, we have dr into x naught plus ds into y naught is equal to c. Okay, now that is c is equal to, taking d outside, r x naught plus s y naught. Okay, now r and s are integers, x naught and y naught are also integer. That means this is an integer. From here we get d implies c. This is an integer, so we can write d divides c here. Okay, that means first part is proved. Okay, d divides c. Now we have if and only if condition. Okay, now again we let that assume that assume that d divides c. Now we are going to prove the equation has a solution. Okay, now d divides c. Say c is equal to d into t for some integer t. Okay, for some integer t. Okay, now we are going to prove equation ax. Now we are going to prove the equation ax plus by is equal to c has a solution. We are now going to prove this. Okay, we are now going to prove this. Okay, now d is a GCD of a and b. Okay, therefore there exist integers x naught and y naught such that d is ax naught plus by naught. Okay, since we have this result, I'm going to state that result here. We have a result here. Given integers a and b, not both 0, there exist integers x and y such that GCD of a and b is equal to ax plus by. Okay, this is the result. If we have two integers a and b, not both 0, then there exist integers x and y such that GCD is written as ax plus by. Okay, now here we have d is a GCD of a and b. So by this result, there exist integers x naught and y naught such that there exist integers x naught and y naught such that d is equal to ax naught plus by naught. Okay, we have these two. First we have c is equal to dt. Since d divides c, from this we have written c is equal to dt for some integer t belonging to z. Okay, and in the second part, using this fact d is GCD of a and b, we have there exist two integers x naught and y naught such that d is equal to ax naught plus by naught. Okay, clear? Now we are going to use these two equations. Now we have d is equal to ax naught plus by naught. Okay, now multiply both sides. Multiply both sides by t. Okay, that means d into t is equal to ax naught t plus by naught t, and dt is what? C. C is equal to dt is equal to ax naught. Okay, now this is a into tx naught. I can write like this: b into ty naught. C is equal to this, and from this equation we can write the linear Diophantine equation ax plus by is equal to c has a solution. X is equal to tx naught and y is equal to ty naught. From here I can write like this. That means equation has a solution. Okay, we have proved the both way. It has a equation if and only if d divides c. Okay, first part is proved. Okay, now we are going to prove the second part. Second part is that if x naught and y naught is any solution, particular solution, then all other solutions are given by x is equal to x naught plus b by d into t plus y is equal to y naught minus a by d into t. Okay, now let x naught y naught be any particular solution of given equation. Okay, let us assume this. Now we are going to prove all other solutions all other solutions are given by x is equal to x naught plus b by d into t, and y is equal to y naught minus a by d into t, where t is an arbitrary integer. Now we are going to prove this part. Okay, that this part we are going to prove now. Okay, now x naught and y naught is one set of solution, is a particular solution. Now let us assume if x dash y dash is any other solution, then we have ax naught plus by naught is equal to c is equal to ax dash plus by dash. Okay, we have this. Okay, since x naught and y naught is a solution, and we have assumed x dash and y dash is again a solution. Okay, that means we have this equation. Clear? And from this equation, I can write like this. And from this we have, that is, I can also write like this. Ax dash plus by dash is equal to ax naught plus by naught. That is a into x dash minus x naught is equal to b into y naught minus y dash. Okay, I can write like this. Now d is, again we have this again, d is GCD of a and b. Therefore there exist relatively prime integers. Relatively prime integers means their GCD is 1. Relatively prime integers R and S such that A is equal to dr and B is equal to ds. Relatively prime integers R and S means GCD of R and S is 1. Okay, now substituting these values of A and B in this equation. Okay, substituting these values, we get dr into x dash minus x naught is equal to ds y naught minus y dash. I can write like this. Now cancelling out d from both sides, we have r x dash minus x naught is equal to s y naught minus y dash. Clear? Now this will imply r divides s y naught minus y dash. I can write like this. Since this is an integer, x dash is integer, x naught is integer, the difference is going to be an integer again. That means r divides s into y naught minus y dash. Also, since GCD of R and S is 1, since R and S are relatively prime, I can write like this. R divides y naught minus y dash using Euclid's lemma. Using Euclid's lemma. Euclid's lemma is, now I write this statement, Euclid's lemma. If A divides B into C and GCD of A and B is 1, that means A and B are relatively prime, then A will divide C. This is Euclid's lemma. Okay, then A divides C. Here we have R divides the product s into y naught minus y dash, where GCD of r and s is 1. Therefore, r will, from here we get r divides y naught minus y dash. Clear? Okay. Now, r divides y naught minus y dash implies y naught minus y dash is equal to RT for some integer t. Okay. We have this. We have y naught minus y dash is equal to RT. Okay. From here we get minus y dash is equal to RT minus y naught, or I can also write y dash is equal to y naught minus RT. This will give us y naught minus a by d into t, substituting value of r. Since we have a is equal to, one second, we have a is equal to a dr and b is equal to ds. Okay. Now r is equal to a by d. From this we have this. Clear? Again, now we have to find the value of x dash. Okay. Now we have y naught minus y dash is equal to RT. Now multiplying both sides by s, we get s into y naught minus y dash is equal to SRT. Now this is nothing but r into x dash minus x naught is equal to SRT. Now cancelling out r from both sides, this give us x dash is minus x naught is equal to st, and from this we have x dash is equal to x naught plus st, that is x dash is equal to x naught. Now substituting value of s from here, b by d into t. Okay. Means if we have x naught and y naught as one set of solution, then all other solutions are given by these two. Okay. Now we have this value of x dash is this, value of y dash is this. Next and last, we are now going to check if these two satisfy the equation or not. Okay. Now to check x dash y dash satisfy linear Diophantine equation, we are now going to check this also. Okay. Now we have this. Ax dash plus by dash. We are going to prove this is equal to c. Then only we can say x dash and y dash given by these two is a solution. Okay. Now ax dash plus by dash is equal to a. Now substituting value of x dash, this is x naught plus b by d into t plus b into y dash. Y naught minus a by d into t, and this is equal to ax naught plus a into b by dt plus by naught minus a into b by d into t. Now these two will get cancelled out, and this is ax naught plus by naught, and we know x naught and y naught is a particular solution of given linear Diophantine equation. Therefore this is equal to c only. Therefore there are an infinite number of solutions of given equation, one for each value of t, where t is an integer. Okay, one for each value of t. Clear? Now we come to corollary to this theorem. If GCD of A and B is 1 and if x naught y naught is a particular solution of the linear Diophantine equation ax plus by is equal to c, then all other solutions are given by x is equal to x naught plus bt, y is equal to y naught minus at for integral values of t. Okay, means if GCD of A and B is 1. Now that means here we have D is, which is GCD of A and B is 1 here. Okay. Also, if x naught and y naught is a particular solution of the given linear Diophantine equation, then all other solutions are given by this. Now we know from the theorem, if GCD is 1, then x dash is, and x naught and y naught is a particular solution, then x dash is given by x naught plus b by d into t. D is 1, that means I can write x naught plus bt, this one, and y dash is y naught minus a by d into t, and d is 1, that means y naught minus at. Clear? If GCD is 1, then and x naught and y naught is a particular solution, then all other solutions are given by x naught plus bt and y naught minus at, where t is an integer. Clear? Okay, now that's it for this video. If you have any queries or any suggestions, please write to me in comment box. In my next video, I'm going to discuss the method to solve linear Diophantine equations. Okay, thank you.